Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going over some of my top affordable makeup items that I recommend that everyone have. Everything that I'm going to put on my face today is $7 or less. Easy, long wearing. These are products that you can count on. If that sounds interesting, then just keep watching. Let's go ahead and talk about what's already done. I did do my brows. I've been thinking about doing an updated brow routine video. Comment below if you want me to do that because I change it up every now and again. But today I have decided this is my favorite brow gel. This is the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It just immediate hold, dries quick, and then can still be brushed through. This is the best brow gel, especially if you have brows that are hard to control. I put the e.l.f. Brow Lift in first, let it dry, and then went in with this Wet n Wild. This is their micro brow pencil. I have it in the shade Deep Brown. Favorite brow pencil at the drugstore. Then I went in with my Essence Tinted Primer. Super inexpensive. It has a tint to it. The shade that I have is 20 Nude Beige, and this is going to give me a matte finish and smooth my pores. And then I primed my eyes with a little e.l.f. Camo concealer. So to continue on with the eyes, I've just been loving that matte, soft brown eye look, and I have a bolder lip to use today. So I'm going in with this NYX Ultimate Queen set. This is, I believe, $7. Everything that I found on Ulta's website. The brush that I recommend is from e.l.f. Now, I'm not sure that they have the e.l.f. detail crease on Ulta's website, but you can find this on e.l.f.'s website for $4. One of my favorite brushes. You can also find Wet n Wild blending brushes. Not my favorite, but easy for blending. It is not too rough on the eye. So in this palette, I'm going to start with this shade right here, which is like the third in from the right. I would call it a medium brown, and I'm going to start with this Wet n Wild brush and see. I love my higher end brushes, but sometimes you can get away with certain inexpensive brushes. I know BH makes a lot of great brushes. I use theirs all the time, and I know you can find sets of BH brushes on Ulta's website. But look at that, that looks great. And it feels soft on the eye. Now I'm going to go in with that e.l.f. detail crease brush, and I'm going to go under the eyes with it. I'm going to take a little bit of this black on an angled brush with the spoolie on the other side, and I'm going to line my lash line with that. Then I'm going to take that deeper brown, same brush, I just wiped it on my pants, and I'm going to go under the eye just a little bit with that. Then to make the eyes look a little bigger, a little brighter, I'm going to go in with the J.Cat liner. This is called Roll It Up, and it is in the shade Ice White. I'm going to take this and put it in the inner corner as well. If you need a liner, I love the Essence Extreme Lasting Pencil. I've been talking about this for a long time on my channel and just recently picked it up in brown. I usually get black, but this is Espresso. I'm going to just go over a little bit close to my upper waterline with this, just to deepen that very edge of the black that we have going on. And this can easily be smudged as well. If you have a small brush, you can smudge it out. A little little bit underneath. Just going over where I did that wing. Going back in with that small brush. This one is from Beige. And just blending those in together. While we're here, we might as well throw a little mascara on. I am going to curl my lashes. I'm excited to pull out a brand new Essence Lash Princess. This is the False Lash Effect Mascara. If you saw my mascara declutter and ranking video, I had just picked up a new one. I haven't used it in a while, and I am excited to have this back in my rotation. It's a good, inexpensive mascara that I have purchased again and again. Mascara is on, just on the top. We'll come back to the bottom. For foundation, I love this Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I discovered it, I believe it was last year. I have mine in the shade medium tan. You think that you're not going to get a lot of coverage with this, but you really do. I usually use my fingers, but I wanted to give you a sponge suggestion. This is one from Wet n Wild. I'm going to put a little bit of this on my sponge. I have to cover up that scary pimple and just pounce this in. I like this sponge. I also like the e.l.f. sponges. For concealer, I have my e.l.f. Camo concealer, e.l.f. blending brush. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild translucent powder. You know how much I love the clarifying powder. I have not shown this some love, and you get so much product. I've had this for so long. I am getting towards the end. This is a brush from Wet n Wild, another inexpensive option. And I'm just going to set my T-zone and a little bit under the eyes. For bronzer, I grabbed the e.l.f. This is their Primer Infused Bronzer. I have hit pan. I am proud of that. I have a lot of bronzer in my drawer, but I do reach for this one quite a bit. And anybody that was on a budget, I would recommend this. I've seen other creators talk about how this is a dupe for the Benefit Hoola, which I also own. And I would say that the Hoola seems to be a little more pigmented than this. But as far as shade, this is Forever Sunkissed. It is a shade match. So if you want the look of the Benefit Hoola, grab this. And this has lasted me a very long time. But it is just a very soft, nice bronzer. And one that I would repurchase. For highlight, I picked up my Essence Pure Nude. This is a stunning highlight that is so inexpensive. It can be extremely subtle, or you can really, really build it up. But it is one of the best inexpensive highlights on the market. If you have textured skin, if you just want a little bit of highlight, I would recommend this one. It is soft and pretty. Put it in my inner corner since we went matte on the eyes today. For blush, I grabbed my Wet n Wild Peach Bums blush stick. This is one of my favorites. It is a shade match for the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Wand in Pinkgasm, and it's just a very pretty peachy pink blush with a little bit of a shimmer in it. Wears well, inexpensive. I love it. Before I put my bottom mascara on, I am going to go back into this NYX palette and into that medium shade and just reinforce under the eye because of the powder and concealer that I put on. I'm gonna throw some mascara on my bottom lashes and I'll be right back. For lips, I grabbed a Colourpop red. This is in the shade Frenchie. And here is a Juvia's Place liquid lip, and this one is in the shade Red Velvet. Now, the last thing I want to do is set the face, and I will say this is a little cheap. This is one of my favorite setting sprays from Wet n Wild. It's the Fight Dirty. It retails for $7.49 on Ulta. Let me see if they sell it at Walmart, see what the price is there. Haha, I just looked it up on Walmart and it is $6.38. So make sure that you're shopping around for all of these items. So I'm not cheating. I love this setting spray. I love the way my skin looks when I use it. I love the ingredients. I love all the things about it. As you can see, I have been very much enjoying this. So there you go. I hope that you enjoyed this. These are my drugstore affordable price full face recommendations, everything under $7. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I do videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. What are some of your very favorite inexpensive makeup items that you think everyone should have? I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.